when I talk to women, like I feel like I'm good, like in the talking stage, right? I feel like I can talk to them. I'm like confident, you know. I'm like like I've been paying attention to like a lot of stuff that you're telling us like that we shouldn't say and stuff like that. So I like don't call her dude or whatever,
Yeah.
stuff like that. And like it's like I'm able to talk to her to a point where like she's like I guess like she's interested, but then like it's like I don't know how to like progress from there because I feel like is like when I ask her like if like she wants to hang out like then she'll tell me like oh yeah sure I don't know but I'll let you know if I'm like free or not and stuff like that and then that ends up not really working out. So I feel like it's either because like I wait too long or like maybe I was too early and like I pushed too soon if that makes sense. So
Mm.
like I'm not really sure how, like where I'm kind of like going wrong from the talking stage. You know what I mean?
Well, first off, as I told you before, right, there's no such thing as a talking stage. So, talking stage is really it's a fantasy concept that has been created for. It's a honestly, it's a generational thing. Um, Before this generation, like what is it, Gen X? Is that what you guys are again? I can't remember the
Yeah. Wait. I think. Yeah, I think so.
like today's 20-year-olds or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it really is a concept that's brought up here because the prevalence of social media is so much higher now. So now what people do when they're young is they start texting each other. And now it's like a thing, and then later it just turns into nothing. And now it's been dubbed this talking stage, right? But that
Hmm.
doesn't really exist. I mean, you as a guy allow the talking stage to exist. What you should do is what a man that's trying to take lead of the situation, he's going to, basically take a girl on dates, set it up, go there, whatever. It's part of like the courting process in a way, right? And
Hmm.
during that process, she either shows you that she's interested or she doesn't. And then you as a man have to be able to walk away regardless of how you feel if she's not giving you what you want. And in this case, right, you probably, I mean, I'm not sure exactly. It's hard for me to predict exactly where you're making a mistake because I'm not there watching you, right? But yeah, you have to be able to progress through. And I think it's weird because it's counterintuitive, but most guys actually aren't progressing fast enough, surprisingly. And that sounds weird because you think, oh, but guys are going to try too hard to go. No, no, it's actually usually the opposite problem. Guys aren't moving along effectively because they're too scared. Is actually the more common situation. Yeah, of course, there is situations where you can push too early and be greedy. That happens, of course. But I would say the other one's a little bit more common. So
I see.
you have to remember, yeah. I mean, in the end of the day, you have to escalate, right? You have to escalate effectively. And I know your situation is a little bit more specific. So I mean, there's a cap to your escalation, I suppose,
Yeah.
and that's okay. As long as you stay within your demographic, you shouldn't have a problem, anyways. Okay,
Right.
so
Yeah, because there's this girl that I recently started talking to in one of my film classes. I just like I want to try like to do something different if that makes sense. Like or like I don't know how to explain it. Just like I just want to like try not to make the same mistake that I've been making if that makes sense. Because
yeah.
like I don't know like I've been talking with her and she seems pretty chill like I approached her after class just to say hi. It was last week on Tuesday I think like after Halloween weekend or whatever
Hmm.
and we're talking and then as we left the building about like so like we're in class in like the city right and like we have to take like the campus and I was gonna take like a separate train to get back and then so we were about to like go separate ways and she's like, "Oh, you don't take the Brown Line train back?" I'm like, "Oh, I've never tried it before." And she's like, "Oh, do you wanna try it with me?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, sure, I'll go on." So she showed me how to take the Brown Line train back, and on the way back, we were just like, just talking. So
Good, good. Yeah, I
so hope
mean, no, that's good.
sorry.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's great, man. I mean, she's showing interest, so just make sure that you're progressing forward correctly, right?
Yeah,
Nothing wrong with that. Sounds
yeah,
pretty ideal in my perspective here. So,
yeah. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if I should like ask her if she wants to hang out or if I should just like keep talking to her or like what do you think I should do?
I think you should try to push forward, but don't ask her to hang out. Be like, "Yo, let's meet up at this place at this time on this date." That's what you should do.
Okay.
Don't say the word date. I say the date as in like on that day, right? So, example, be like, "Hey, let's meet up at X sushi place or whatever at around in the evening,
Mhm.
um, at whatever on Saturday." and then she'll give you some sort of response. Let's assume that it's a positive response. You say, "Oh yeah, sounds good. Let's do it." And you'll say, "Okay, sounds good. I'll text you." Just say, "Okay, I'll text you in the morning and confirm," or you can say a couple things. Text you in the morning to confirm the time, or you can set the time right then and there. And be like, "Yeah, okay, sounds good. I'll pick you up." Well, you can't pick her up because you're busing, but okay, we'll meet. Yeah, sounds good. Let's meet at 6:30, and then go from there. And then depending on what she says, you have to basically read and react. Okay,
Okay, sounds good.
that's what you should do. But yeah, don't sit there on the phone and start texting her a bunch. That's a mistake. Make sure you
Yeah,
escalate to person. Okay, and if she tries to back off, okay, well then you got to back off too, right? And if she
right.
says, "Oh, I'm busy, I can't do it," then what you got to do is you got to basically, if she doesn't give you a replacement time, you shouldn't be pushing forward.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I've learned that before.
Yeah, if you ask a girl to date and she says, "Oh, I can't, sorry, I'm busy," and doesn't give you another time, no point.
Yeah, it's
Don't push,
pretty
man. You know, if they
pretty
want to go on a date, they'll come back in some form, and then that's what you do it.
yeah, I think so far with this with her, I think I've been doing better because, like, I've
Good.
only, like, talked to her and, I've only talked to her, like, whenever I see her in person, like, I've kept it, like, very minimal on, like, text.
Yeah.
Like, the only time I texted her was, like, I missed, like, class on, like, last week on Thursday,
Yeah.
so I just asked her, like, what I missed and stuff like that, so it was just, like, brief, something like that, but I've only talked to her, like, when I'm in person.
Right. 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 Gotcha. No, it's good. Talking in person is ideal. That's what you should be doing. So I think you're doing the right thing. You just got to keep pushing forward and see what happens. And I mean, don't be afraid of rejection, right? You might get rejected, but who cares? You shouldn't care about that.
Yeah, it is what it is. Like my friends always like even if I get rejected, like my friends always telling me hey, I'm proud of you, bro. Like you're doing like what like millions of guys like wouldn't do, you know?
Yeah,
Like they'd be even scared to ask her out. But
exactly.
even if I did like get rejected, at least like it's take it as a learning experience. It is what it is, and just move on.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, man. That's what you should do. As long as you keep yourself in that mental space, nothing really matters like that, you know? Do what you got to
Yeah.
do, man. You want someone that wants you, right? So if you have to go and chase and do all these crazy things to get them to like you, then it defeats the purpose, man. You know, you want them to reciprocate. And if they're not, it's not worth it. Because then that's just what the whole relationship's going to be. Even if it does work out, the whole thing now is going to be you dancing around, always having to meet certain standard to keep her, and that's just boring, man. It's not interesting.
Mm,
You want someone to actually like you. So anyway, that is what it is.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So well, I've got to go, but thanks for the advice. I'll keep in touch soon and let you know how it goes.
Yep.
If I, so yeah, I'll see you around, bro. Have a good night.
Thanks, man. See you around. If you like what you saw, subscribe to my channel and check out my website in the description to book a call. Thanks for watching.